Hello everyone, my name is Nick and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now, gift giving during the holiday season can be stressful, it can be hard, you just don't know what to get, you run out of ideas. So for this video, I'm going to show you some of the top gifts that you can get your photographer or filmmaker, friend, significant other, family member, gifts that they are going to love. All right, no more intro, let's get into it. The hat was making me a little itchy. I don't know how you do it, Santa. All right, now the first gift that I'm gonna go over is the Nikon Microfiber cloth. This isn't a sexy gift, but oh, is it oh so important. It comes with a hook that you can easily put on your keychain. It goes is very compact. You can slide it in and out of its built-in carrying case. And trust me, they are eventually going to need this. I cannot tell you how many times I've used my shirt, random towels. None of that is good for your lens. It scratches it up. So having a microfiber cleaning cloth is clutch in so many different scenarios. Now, it's very similar to this last gift, but if you don't want to get them a cloth, you could also get them a brush. It slides in and out and it looks like a little pen. And this is fantastic for getting dust and other built up stuff off your lens very quickly and with like zero risk to scratching your lens. Which, trust me, there is nothing worse than scratching your lens. All right, now that is gift number two. Both cleaning things, definitely not sexy, but definitely very important to have in your camera bag, so they will appreciate it. If not initially, eventually they will. All right, now for the next gift, it is a white balance filter. Now, if anyone watching this has ever had footage look like this, you understand why this gift is so important. Now, they do have pretty expensive ones that just clamp on lens themselves and you could slide it in and out, you can move it around. This one is just essentially just a clip-on that you're gonna put in front of the lens itself, and it works wonders. Now, a lot of people do use auto white balance, but a lot of people don't, and auto white balance is definitely not perfect. So this way you guarantee a clean looking white balanced shot every single time. And again, they will love this gift. All right, now the next gift that I'm gonna go over is a carrying case for your SD cards. Now, you don't think you need this until you get it and you realize how easy this makes your life. Whether you have a couple different types of cameras, whether you need extra SD cards when you're on set, this is perfect. Not to mention, I might have to buy this new one because before, if you had a micro SD card, you would need to find an adapter to slide it into the carrying case. But now they have built-in micro SD slots, so it makes everything so easy. And no matter who you are, you're gonna have more than one SD card. You're gonna have more than one like piece of gear that has different types of SD cards, whether it's a drone for micro, a GoPro micro, regular camera, and SD card. So this gift it's essential, and I personally have it, and 10 out of 10 stars, my dude. All right, now the next gift that I'm gonna go over is a little more expensive, but it is a 4 terabyte external hard drive. Now ask, if you're gonna get this, make sure to ask whether they have a Mac or a Windows, because depending on which computer and software that they have, you will need to buy different external drives for it, so just be aware of that. But an external hard drive is absolutely essential. I don't care what kind of computer that you got, you are eventually going to need extra space to store all the photos and videos that you're going to be taking. Now, some are compatible with Mac and PC, but like I said, I would just go with Mac specific or PC specific types of external hard drives. They're portable, they could take it anywhere. Great for people that like to edit on the go. Now, space is going up a lot, especially with 4K, 8K, like everything is gonna need more space eventually in the future. So I would recommend either a 4 or 5 terabyte external hard drive, but it is up to you. 2 terabytes goes a long way, especially if you're not like a professional, you're doing stuff sporadically here and there. So 2 terabytes we'll get the job done, but eventually they're gonna need more. So if you want to splurge for them, you can get the 4 or 5 terabyte external hard drive. All right, now this next one is more of a generic type of gift, and that is iPhone lens kits. I personally own a telephoto one. I've done a couple videos with them. You could check it out right there. I think they work great, and you're getting completely different types of shots that you would normally think an iPhone could take. And it's super portable. They have macro add-ons, they have 50mm add-ons, they have filters, all sorts of stuff. Now I will link like a overall 15-in-1 kit, but you can get these items separately, and especially if they've expressed interest in either macro photography or telephoto photography, you can get a telephoto lens or a macro lens for the smartphone. Trust me, they will use it and they will love you. So you can get an overall kit or get very specific lenses depending on what type of photos that they like to take. But we all have our iPhone, we all use our iPhone. I've been doing a lot of iPhone photography lately, so just keep this in mind when you're buying some gifts. All right, let's keep it moving. All right, now if you have a little bit of a budget to spend a little bit more money, this is the best beginner camera that you're gonna get for a filmmaker. Now I started out with the GH4 back in the day. Since then they've come out with the GH5, the Panasonic. It's loaded with specs that everyone's gonna want. It is a Micro Four Thirds, but like I said, it is fantastic for beginners. Now you can either just get the body only, which means you're just getting the camera itself, or you can get the camera and an attachable lens. Now some of the beginner lenses that you're gonna find is like the 12-60, as you're gonna see right there. And then you also get the 12-35, or you can get them a prime, whether it be a 24 or 35 or a 50mm. All of these are good options. Just know that if you do just get the body only, that they will have to spend a little bit of money in order to use it. You do need a lens. So this camera is fantastic for beginning filmmakers and anyone that likes to do videos. Now let's go to the best beginner camera for an aspiring photographer. And just to throw this in there, there are different specs for cameras that are primarily for video, and then cameras that are just like more primarily for photos. So keep that in mind when you're doing research. Try to get like a specific filmmaker or photographer types of cameras, because they are different. They all do both, but each camera is heavily focused on one specific area. So GH5 video, and then now for the photographer one. Now the camera I would get for a beginning photographer is the Canon EOS 6D Mark II. Now for me, when I started dabbling in photography, this is the camera that I went to. They do have video functions, but they're primarily focused on photography. Canon in general, I feel like, is more of a photography brand. Panasonic and Sony, in my opinion, maybe not Sony. Sony's been like doing fantastic for both, but definitely Panasonic is more on the video end. So it is a little more expensive. The body only is $13.99, and just like with the other one, you could either buy the body only or you can get a camera with the lens itself. It's a little bit more, but a great starter lens is the 24-105. Essentially, that's all you need in all scenarios. That lens has such a wide range of things that you could do with it. So it's a fantastic beginner lens. And if you don't want to get them a zoom lens, you can get them the 50mm prime. Everyone in the world needs a 50mm prime, especially for photography. If you ever want to get these super bokeh-licious images. I'm currently using the 50mm right now, filming this video. It is pretty essential. And you could use this lens 100 different ways. It's so versatile, so fantastic. So yes, this could also be a fantastic gift if they already have a Canon camera. All right, now next is if they already have some gear, they already like shooting and taking videos. A drone would just open up their repertoire. Drones itself tend to be a little bit more expensive, but some scaled down versions from DJI have been released recently. So the Dji Mini Se is only $299, and it is just loaded with specs and is a fantastic beginner drone for taking both photos and videos. Now keep this in mind, there are other cheaper options, but DJI has the software to back up the hardware. A lot of the other companies, they don't have the software behind it. DJI makes everything so easy, so simple. There's so many different types of features that they have where other brands don't. So DJI specifically, the specs may be better and it may be a little bit cheaper, but their back end and all the added features and the ease of use is miles. They're the OG. They've been in the drone game longer than anyone. So just keep that in mind when looking up drones. There are cheaper alternatives out there, but this one specifically is all you're gonna need. All right, now for my 3 favorite gifts, my final 3 favorite gifts. These are kind of dealer's choice, so you may not like it, but I like it. All right, so this the first one's gonna be a rope camera strap. I love the way it looks. Everyone needs a camera strap. Sometimes this camera gets slippery, so having it either around your neck or tied around your arm is it saves you a whole lot of money. Think of it as an insurance policy. All right, and now for the next gift is something that I've had for, I want to say, a decade. Now I've had multiple different renditions of it, but it is a camera lens coffee mug. I initially got this because I was working a job and they didn't let you bring in coffee or any external drinks. So I got this so I could secretly drink coffee during the day. And it's been my favorite travel mug for the duration since then. So highly recommended, really cool, very unique camera lens coffee mug. Now this last one is a little darn nerdy, but the biggest frustration when you're on set is these damn camera lens caps. You lose them everywhere. So with this, there's a little clip-on that you can put on any strap or shirt or a pocket. And when you take it off, the camera cap off, you just put it right there and it'll always be right there. Now it's a little nerdy, you look kind of nerdy, but who's gonna be laughing when all you need to find your camera lens is to reach down here. All right, and that is all I have for today's video. Those are the top gifts that you can get your photographer friends or significant others or family members. Now, if you have any recommendations, make sure to throw them in the comment section down below. And if you have any questions on any of the specific items, please feel free to ask. And if you want to see more photography videos like this, make sure to subscribe. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching to the end, and I will see you next time. And happy holidays. Peace.